Good morning. It is Friday morning, December 10th. I got 4 OTC stocks that I got my eye on today, and we're going to go over why real quick. They have the potential to be some pretty decent runners. The first one I'm looking at is AAPT. Now, this has a kind of merger rumors that are supposed to be wrapping up in a week or so. So it's kind of a buy the rumors, sell the news type of deal. Based on the yearly chart, the 1 year, 1 day chart, sorry, I'm looking for really a breakout over 0.016. You can see it's acted as resistance for a few days here. Um, it's not super meaningful. There's still a bunch of overhead resistance levels here. But if it can break 0.016 with some strength and volume, I'll probably hop in and see what it can do. You can see it also acted as support over here and there and there, so it could be a pretty meaningful level. I would like to see it approach zero point 0.02 over the next couple days. If it performs very well the rest of the day, it could be a weekend hold for me as well. Um, Next one I'm looking at is ABML. Now this one's a little bit of a speculative trade. I'm going to wait for the news to tell me how it's going to react. But they received permits for exploration drilling on lithium bearing claims. So that's a pretty big deal for lithium mining. They also have, it's a pretty hot sector, but it's also not definitive whether there's going to be lithium there or not, as it's exploration drilling. It's a 631 million float stock, so it's already got a pretty high market cap. We'll see what happens. But if the news starts to spike it in the morning, I'll probably hop in for a 10 to 20% quick gain and hop out. Now we want to ride the hype, not buy into it. AAPT has a 1.7 billion float, so whether or not that can actually get going, it's hard to tell. But we'll see. Next one up is AURI, AURI. Now, 2 days ago, this had a multi-month breakout, but it wasn't super convincing. It barely topped it, and then it didn't close super strong. Yesterday, this consolidated. It was pretty choppy consolidation. You can see it fluctuated between 0.0046 and a high of 0.006. Now, these sub-penny stocks can be pretty choppy like that, especially when it comes to a breakout. But what I'm looking for out of the gate of this one is strength and continuation after the consolidation. So I don't want to see it go below yesterday's low. But if we start getting some strength and some spiking on volume, probably hop into that one for a probably 10 to 20% gain, a quick one. And maybe we can test that 0.01 level. You can see when it ran back in March, it was a 1 day spiker, but it ran like crazy. Would it go from 0.025 all the way up to 3.5 cents? It's 1,000% runner in a day. So if it really gets going, it could get going. Not convinced it's going to happen today, but definitely worth keeping an eye on because moves like that. We'll keep an eye on that one for sure. Not sure what the float is on that one. We'll find out real quick. 91 million. So that would be why when it gets going, it can get going. That's a low float for such an inexpensive share price stock. So if that gets going, it really could get going. But also, if it goes down, it really could go down. So you got to protect yourself on that one for sure. Low floats are a little scary. Next one is ZNOG. Now ZNOG had a multi-month breakout yesterday, and it finished really strong. So what I'm looking for out of ZNOG is I want it to dip a little out of the open. It might not do it, and we might just get a morning spike and continuation, but the market hasn't really been all that hot for a continuation. So if it pulls back, I really want to see it hold that 30-cent level. It doesn't have to hold it exactly. It could get 2.9, probably down to 2.9, and I'd still consider it. But it needs to hold that level to some degree of the breakout in order for it to be strong enough for me to consider it's going to have a continuation day and continue upwards. So those are the 4 hottest stocks today that I have my eye on. Of course, I'll be watching the breaking news. I do a lot of breaking news plays. I use Stocks to Trade breaking news chat room in order to stay up to date on all that, and buy in on some of the press releases when the the stock shows me that it's going to spike, try and get in on a dip and play that way. The OTC market's heating up. It's looked good the past few days. Probably most of this week it's looked pretty dang strong. So maybe we get some continuation on ZNOG. The market's starting to heat back up in December, as it usually does. And then hopefully January and February will be incredibly strong months, and we'll start sizing up and making real money. I appreciate all you guys, but make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have these morning watch lists that come out every morning before the market open. Let you know what I'm watching, why I'm watching it, and how I'm going to play it if it sets up for me. We also have the daily recaps, in which I let you know what I played, what I actually set up for me, how I did on it, things of that nature. We also have the Trading 101 video series, which is building on the basics of trading. Be adding content to that as well very soon, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys. Best of luck out there today.